I'm continuing our talk here at the meat plant about what's going on. Dignity with animals comes into things more and more. Can you explain how you deal with that?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I've always had a philosophy that there's two sides to the business, and the first side is, for me, from the animals coming in right up to the point of dispatch. We instill in people they are animals, and they've got to be treated with the respect and reverence they deserve. And as soon as they're dead, they become a commodity that somebody's going to eat. So it has to be treated with that reverence as well, and it is a reverence because you've got to look after what we've got.
Yeah, and what I would say is that the animal welfare is right at the heart of how this plant operates. We don't tolerate any slippage in that regard, and we do have a very high legislative framework around the operation here. We've got inspectors in making sure that what we do from both a food hygiene point of view and an animal welfare point of view is absolutely top notch, and the standards that we have here I think would stand comparison against anywhere else. And as people become more and more conscious about things like food miles and about animal welfare, they can guarantee that by buying Manx product. And the Isle of Man meats brand obviously is key, but so are the things like the provenance labels and the butcher's charter that people can ask about locally. Whereas when you buy product that's come through perhaps a very complex supply chain through other sources, you really don't always know where your food's come from.
Well, you got behind our camera shot is a big whiteboard of things to do. Yeah, you laugh at it because it looks quite complicated. That's some of the hurdles you've got to jump through, right?
Yeah, that's my project process flow for, shall we say, a major retailer on the island. Those are all of the tasks that we've got to fulfil as a plant.
Well, should we ask before you finish? Plastic packaging, is that something you're looking at then in this whole thing?
Yeah, that is a part that will play a key role in what we do moving forward. We do have some samples of some alternatives coming over this week from a supplier.
So, when are we going to talk next, and when? So I'm going to ask him to keep to his commitments. Yeah, you're still happy with your time scale?
Absolutely, Paul. Yes, I mean, we've got a team here that's very, very focused and believes in what it's doing, and we add a huge amount of value to the island in many different ways. So we've got to keep pushing on with it. We've got to keep taking people with us on this journey, and what. Our mission here as the meat plant is to be at the heart of a vibrant Manx agricultural sector. So, it's not about the meat plant in isolation. It's part of a supply chain. We take the animal from the farmer out to the consumer through the retailer, and then effectively recirculate cash back into the local economy. And farmers tend to spend the vast proportion of the money that they bring in within the local economy. So this is disproportionately important for the island's future. Final.
The Manx public can make a difference, I'm guessing. I mean, if they went and sought Manx meat and didn't go to certain places that didn't sell Manx meat, would that help you? Would you be happy for that? Well, I'm sure you'd be happy by that sort of thing, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I mean, we live on an island of 85,000 people. We've got some challenges as an island, we know that. The only people that are going to solve those challenges are the people of the Isle of Man. We've got to be very cognizant of taking responsibility for our own actions and for looking after those around us. And if we can make sure that we're spending money on the island, whether it's buying Isle of Man meat, whether it's drinking local milk or any other product, whether it's shopping locally in the high street rather than buying online, these are all choices that we've as individuals can make that do make a difference. And it's the same, you touched on plastic packaging and the climate agenda. Ultimately it's down to the people of the Isle of Man to
because you're asking to pay more, aren't you, for Manx products as it stands, do you? I mean,
well, it's interesting because it depends what you compare it against. Can you buy cheaper? Yes, you can buy cheaper, but is it comparable in terms of quality? And when you look at things like the provenance, the food miles, the actual quality of the meat and the other food that is produced on the island really does stand the test.